Hello, my name is James Bononis, and the pioneer that I have chosen is Johann Pestalozzi. Johann Pestalozzi was born in 1746 in Zurich, Switzerland. He was raised mostly by his mother and grandfather. His father passed away when he was very young, and this was during the time of the Industrial Revolution. He was known throughout his life for his kindness and his caring for all children, especially the less fortunate, those that were poor or handicapped, disabled in any way. He studied law at first at the University of Zurich and eventually found his way to teaching. He was led to education after being inspired by Rousseau. He sought to better society, and he thought that society would be bettered through proper education of its people. Pestalozzi's philosophies are seen throughout education today. He believed that people were good and they could be corrupted by society. He wanted to grow the students mentally, physically, morally, to make them better people. His educational philosophy centered around learning through experience. The methods that were used were split up into general and specific methods. He wanted students to start with easy lessons, simpler topics, and then progress as they understood into more difficult, more complex topics. He utilized object lessons, which was an expansion on Rousseau's direct sensory learning. His object lessons used natural objects found around in the students' environments, rocks, leaves, anything that might be around. And they would start off with, again, simple topics, teaching form, number, the name or sound of the object, and then they could progress those lessons into increasingly more difficult topics such as writing, drawing, reading, math, all of those things. The focus was supposed to be on ensuring that each individual student could grow and progress in a gradual manner, kind of at their own pace, and make sure they really understood the lessons and what they were learning. I've attached a link that has a little video speaking to a bit about Pestalozzi. It's his reflection. This part of the video is his reflection on how he spends time with children.
From morning to evening, I was virtually in their midst. Everything which benefited their bodies and souls came from my hand.
He's speaking to
Every
his
piece of help, every form of succor
very
and need, which they received
thorough
directly from me. My hand lay in theirs.
time with children,
My eyes rested on theirs. My
making
tears
sure he was
flowed
fully
through
involved
theirs,
with them,
and my smile accompanied
and
theirs. They were outside the world,
trying to help
outside
them succeed
chance.
and grow.
They were with me, and I was with them.
Pestalozzi had a major impact on many areas of education. As I said before, his methods and philosophies can be seen throughout education today, at practically all levels. He was one of the first to introduce really process-based learning, and he wanted educators to engage students on a cognitive and effective, learning. Object lessons are still used commonly in early education. His focus, as I said earlier, was especially on underprivileged and handicapped children. A lot of his practices laid the groundwork for what is now modern special education, even individual education plans, which are extremely prevalent and used widely in schools today. His influence spread to higher education as well as vocational education, and he influenced many, many pioneers. A few of them would be Froebel, Graves, and Montessori. Thank you very much.